Welcome to a brand new retro game hunt, and today we're taking a look in Entertainment Station in Barnsley. Now if you've got a keen ear and a keen eye, you'll know that Entertainment Station has already been covered on my channel, but we were in the much bigger and much better stocked store over in Rotherham, and that's because recently they've opened this brand new location, hence me wanting to take a trip up. Barnsley is about just over an hour north for me to drive up, and I thought it'd be well worth it just to show you guys around. So we're going to be taking a glance through. Now as you walk in, we've got these glass cabinets on the left. Some of the okay games, there wasn't a massive amount of stock to look at, to be absolutely honest with you, and you can make that judgment for yourself. These Super Nintendo games here were also out on their social media in the week. They did have a game called Pang, classic title, on the Super Nintendo, which was the game that I wanted, but it looked like it had already been sold. Now, one of the good things about this shop is that everything is priced, because as you know, one of my bugbears are when things aren't priced and you know you have to go to the till and ask them, and they check eBay sold listings and the price can change hour by hour. But here, I think it's good that you get what you see, and the prices weren't too bad. Some of the things I thought were a little bit kind of over the top. There's a Super Nintendo, for example, behind the counter, which is the base model, priced at £150. I thought that was a little bit steep, but nonetheless, it was a good selection, and like I say, everything priced. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the original Xbox, priced at 20 quid. I actually picked that up recently. I think I paid just shy of £20 actually, so kind of prices there are kind of on point, so not too bad. And with regards to these games that you could actually touch, so not behind glass, I wanted to go through them, the bulk of them, so you could have a good look at all of the stock. They also sell Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and various other trading cards as well, if that's one of your geeky hobbies. And here we go, Gemma, dropping all the games, just smashing up the display. Stupid me, I do apologise to, I think it was Josh behind the counter there. So Sarah and Jess came along on this retro game hunt. They will be joining us very shortly. They were actually in a charity shop next door. Barnsley isn't that great for charity shops in terms of video games, so if you do go to visit Entertainment World, don't expect to get anything in the charity shops. I'm just putting that in there as a little side note. So is there anything that you have seen that you would have picked up recently? In every retro game hunt I do, there's always somebody that points out said game. Typically it's a game that I'd missed and I go back and buy it myself, but it's nice to see what you guys would pick up as well. Over to the PlayStation 3 stuff then. Again, another advantage of this shop, which you can clearly see here, is we've got everything in alphabetical order. You won't believe how many shops that I go in where this isn't a feature. It's a basic feature if you ask me, and yeah, it just drives me absolutely crazy. It makes it very difficult. So Dragon Age Origins, £2 here. This was the kind of special edition. Unfortunately, it was missing the extras, such as the DVD. I think there was a little art book as well. But I think if you've never played a Dragon Age game, £2 is really good, a really good price for a nice RPG from BioWare. We've actually just had another Dragon Age game announced. Very minimal details exist online, but at least we know that there's one in the pipeline, and I for one am very excited. Way of the Samurai, 15 quid. Way of the Samurai 3 actually. I'm putting this out there to you because I've never actually played it. So I wasn't sure if 15 quid was a good deal or a bad deal, or if it's actually even worth 15 quid. But nonetheless, if it is worth 15 quid, it's probably one that I'm going to be picking up. Now, we had cartridge-based video games, not all cartridge, we had some Sega Saturn there, but your predominant cartridge-based stuff behind the counter. We got N64, Unboxed, Super Famicom, Sega Saturn, again some PS5 sealed, so brand new. On the left here, we've got some consoles, Neo Geo CD, so we're kind of getting up there in terms of quality. There's also a little bargain bin, and again, if you've seen the Rotherham episode, you'll know that there's a bargain bin right at the front of the till in Rotherham as well. And I will show you in this episode what I picked up, so we will bolt on the pickups in the latter end of this episode. This Donkey Kong barrel was absolutely wicked. It was priced at 30 quid, which is retail price. There's a lot of Nintendo really large plushies going around at the moment. I have a Pikachu, I have a Charmander, I've got quite a few actually, but I didn't have the Donkey Kong barrel. I didn't pick that up, so spoiler alert there, I didn't pick that up, but I thought it was really, really cool. Nintendo Switch then, as you guys can see, your box standard Switch staple titles: Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Super Smash Bros. Battle Axe is a very good indie game if you want to check that out. Now we are joined by Sarah. Jess doing a bit of filming, which it's just great. I always like to be on camera for these retro game hunts. I always kind of feel weird with a camera in my hands. And at this point, I was just showing Sarah a couple of games because she has an Xbox One X. Shout out to Sean for donating that to her. And she's very much into a horror game, so I suggested Condemned and Condemned 2. She did pick up Condemned because it's on my recommendation, so fingers crossed Sarah actually likes it. And if you can suggest any more Xbox horror games for Sarah on the cheap, please let her know. I'm sure she'll be in the comment section of this video somewhere, so let her know. So back over to the bargain bin, and perhaps another sly little look at the cartridge-based video games here. I did pick one up out of here actually, you've probably already guessed it. Oh wait, it's in my hand. I'm saying to Jess there, 7 quid, that's a bargain. I actually picked up the limited run edition of Shenmue 3 from Limited Run, believe it or not. I always find the problem with them is they just take like years to arrive. I'm still waiting on a couple of variants of Zombies Ate My Neighbours, but it's still in production, so fingers crossed I'll get to that soon. Scoping out some Super Famicom games, just always to kind of check in for manual, check in for inserts, condition, etc, etc. The guys know me in here, so I always just ask. And then in a second, Jess said to me, "Gemma, you look miserable." And I'm like, "Oh, should I give you a fake smile? Should I pretend to be happy?" Here we go, fake smile alert. It was my concentration face, Jess. Zooming in. Oh my God, I'm 39. Don't zoom in on me, Jess. Please don't zoom in. But yeah, as you can see, get a nice scope for the shop here. A lot of empty wall space. Hopefully next time I go in, the shop would have filled out a little bit, because it was not a great deal in terms of games. Over here, we've got Dice's. playmats, different D&D books, loads of kind of merchandise for your TCG fans, and then just some random badges, which were an eclectic mixture of anything from Super Mario down to, I don't know, frickin' Super Mario, God knows. But there were quite a few. Sarah went through every single one, and there wasn't a single Yoshi pin badge in there. She was absolutely devastated. Bless her. I bought Sarah a PS3 a while ago. I saw a silver one in CX, so I bought it for her. And she's since been collecting lots of different PS3 games, so she's actually just scoping out all the PS3 stuff in here again, which makes it super duper easy because of the alphabetising. I'm kind of not very methodical, double checking at this point. I'd seen everything I wanted to see. I'm thinking, have I missed anything? Have I not? Because I tend to miss stuff, so for me, I always go back and make about 4 laps of a shop or of a retro game market, because I always see stuff that I missed. You probably do that too, or you probably don't, but I definitely do. End cap here had some upcoming PlayStation games. This particular one was a horror game that comes out on the 29th of June. So I may well grab a copy of that and stream it over on Twitch. I actually just completed this pile of turd, The Quarry, which is a cutscene simulator that is not worth your money, I can assure you. There's barely any QTE action in it whatsoever. But as we are about to head back to the Lady Lounge, check this out. You can buy some trading card games, which were actually out of stock. But I thought that was really cool. I actually thought that was super darn cool, kind of something you might see in Japan. Couple of bits here as we're cashing out, and then Sarah actually clocked these following 2 games. Definitely indie. I'm not going to read it because you can read it out yourself, but I thought this was completely random, and if you've played it, let us know. But for now, let's get back to the Lady Lounge. So there we go, entertainment station in Barnsley. Take a little look if you're out that way, or maybe you want to go to the bigger store with more stock in Rotherham. Guys, I'm going to show you what I've got now. Thank you so much for this. Again, please subscribe. We've got over 150 retro game hunts for your consumption. I will link the playlist in the cards to make it easier for you to access your episodes. Thanks for watching, and here's what I got. Subscribe and see you soon. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.